dodged the phenomenon entirely. But could it be that extraterrestrials are actually using human DNA to add a new branch to the evolutionary tree? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and they suggest that while modern-day abduction stories are compelling, the answer might best be found by examining mankind's very beginnings and the numerous other human-like species with whom we once shared the earth. South Africa, September 13th, 2013.
Just checking the stream on my laptop to see what it looks like.
Unearthed the trove of human-like fossils deposited deep inside a cavern known as the Rising Star Cave. Paleoanthropologists determined that the bones are remarkably distinct.
Seems to be better to me.
Previously found early human remains, and upon further examination, decide that they are actually not human at all, adding a startling new piece to the evolutionary puzzle. They call this new species Homo naledi to correspond with the Dinaledi chamber it was discovered in, which translates to chamber of stars.
What's remarkable about these hominids is that they are a distinctive mix of both primitive and more advanced.
What's your Twitch?
The same as my Instagram handle, Tj Gentry Art. And then if you follow me, I'll see your handle and I can refollow you when the stream's over. And then I'll mod you in my chat and you can mod me. That way we can like support each other if the other one's live. And
About a 10-second or 8-second delay.
But that's fine though, because then I think they put a little bit of a delay because there's some rules to in IRL streaming. Like there's certain things you shouldn't show, and then they'll like shut down your whole channel if you accidentally do some shit. So yeah, I'm sure that's there so you can end the stream early if something bad happens. Seems to be better than using XSplit. I'll take it for now. I'm getting a better computer soon. I'll just be able to do everything from that. Yes. And see, that's another video I gotta make. It's like someone hitting the notification bell on shit. Hey, Jaywalker Glass, welcome to the stream.
It says you have 1 viewer.
And it's probably you right now.
Yeah, like, don't hurt your talking to somebody else.
I had like 4 viewers, but it was all choppy, so I fucked that up. Yeah. No, but there's other features like bits and shit like that. I could probably set up a soundboard sometime, I think. You can take clips and like make clips for somebody.
Modification of existing species. If the evolution is correct, we should say a steady, slow progression.
Cover limit says it Twitch.
Gradually not staying
Yes. that's where that's another place all the live streams, like you're on Twitch, Upper Limits Twitch, or you were, I don't know, I think they got it set to 16-day delete maybe.
Natural selection and coincidence. The intelligent design camp suggests everything was done by God. What if this external force did in fact exist? It may have been an extraterrestrial. Could it be that the evolution
Upper limit was just black screen for over a minute to start.
Yeah, because I think he may have added like some black time, and I already had black time on it.
an even more profound explanation for the different species of intelligent hominin that once existed on Earth? Perhaps clues can be found by exploring the details contained within some of humanity's earliest stories of our creation. We have this notion that the people that were the earliest examples of a civilization were not the first attempts. That there were failures that came before, and finally they would come up with something better, and that would be the prototype that became the people. The Sumerian texts speak of deformed humans created by Enki and the mother goddess Ninkasi in the course of their efforts to fashion a perfect person. Not six prototypes were made before they came up with
Yeah, for sure. There's some more settings you can use my laptop or the computer to tweak that I don't know if you can do on mobile. 'Cause I've noticed some differences between going live. I wanted to get it going live on desktop because you can add tags and keywords and shit. Maybe I can go through the desktop after I start it on my mobile.
You have like your own page on here, or there's
Yeah, your channel. It's kind of like YouTube a little bit, but the videos go away.
schedule. Dichro smooth the same way with Dichro. About to charge 50 or something.
Yeah, that would be dope.
So like an opal or something.
Oh, not in it.
Where's it here?
Yeah. It's barely got me in it.
This would have been a good one to put Dichro on one side of it. Sleeve this over the top of it.
Of a previously unknown pre-human that existed at least 40,000 years ago. The human species, Tennessee, after the name of the
It's had one good day, get a bunch of shit done. The next day, I'm like, anything.
This is fascinating. When you look at the geographical distribution of the early humans, very different parts of the world. You have the Denisovans in
I had Kai for so long, it's like weird not having him.
Right.
Like everybody was like, where's Kai? It's fucking boring around here. He's the one that makes like the whole house crazy, you know? Did you, I said this here for you to look at, they put stringers like all around the rod, so it's 2 layers of stringers, you see that?
Yeah.
So when you look at it like sideways, it looks cool. I was like, man,
Right, or like if you made some windows with it or something,
if
it
you
would
did a
look like
whole
3D.
tube that was like that, yeah. It looks like digital almost or something.
Borosilicate isolated on the island of Flores. Minnesota being found in the Alpine Mountains of Siberia. Neanderthal found occupying Western Europe. And anatomically modern humans evolving Africa.
Scientists don't entirely understand the role.
Even there was like, this is the end of my tube pole that had like a couple of lines on only half of it, so I twirled it down still. That'll
Yeah,
be,
it's still, it's just like
full
clear, faded
heads or
clear.
something, and it could get comfortable with anything, you know. But it's better to swirl it right there because you'll throw away that piece of scrap if you don't, you know.
Right.
You'll be like, fuck this. Getting it back hot, it'll crack. And
1972, renowned evolutionary theorist Dr. Stephen J. Gould proposed a modification to the standard of evolution. His punctually equilibrium theory shows evidence that changes in the fossil record is not just a steady process of gradual evolution as proposed by Darwin, but rather in fits and starts. And these rapid changes seem to primarily occur in situations of isolation. His theory continues to be controversial, as it also suggested that there must have been an unknown mechanism at play. But his research stopped short of defining what this could have been.
So we don't have the step-by-step changes that we were expecting to find. So we have to ask ourselves, is there really this slow, random evolution? Or are there sudden leaps where suddenly there is a new kind of that just comes straight out of the incubator? And so it's like we have these different species of humans that are being developed in isolation in different parts of the world. I've always said that Earth is a planet of experimentation. I keep thinking of the island of Dr. where you're sequestered in a certain area and you can conduct your work in quiet and in privacy. And there would be no reason why they would want to do the same thing here, rather than just simply take people and take them to a different planet and play around, which I think they do.
For one experiment, Thompson Mountains for another experiment. So they would control what they were doing by keeping their different experiments separated from each other. Oceans, mountains, peninsulas.
Johnny's got COVID.
He killed me. This bitch fucking. Myself was still good before I killed me.
You over there is tooting that Illuminati frit, the powder.
expect their
It's like,
ancestral
if these guys really believe in aliens so much, you know, the TV show, they're not like stopping and be like, yo, look, there's a city in the sky, motherfuckers. Look, right there. You guys are so stupid, you know, like.
Don't look up, right?
We showed you a city in the sky.
That's
and
that
you guys
movie.
Still don't think that this is real.
There's an asteroid coming, and then they're like, yeah, no, okay, whatever. We could mine it and get some money if there is one.
Yeah, I'm for the jobs for the asteroid drainage. Yeah, like turned it into some
It's
like
political shit, yeah.
36,000 years, but not to the very extreme. Scientists noted the excellent itch.
Among human haplogroups, one stands out, the X lineage, which is found in about 2.5% of some Native American groups, and also a small population of Northern Europeans and the Middle East. And there's no connection between these groups. We couldn't understand why they're so different in these X haplogroups.
Isn't it amazing that you have a group of people indigenous, you think, to this planet, and you really can't trace what their ancestry was? Scientists throw up their hands and they simply say, I don't know how this can be, because these people aren't somehow related to these people. How can this be?
While the source of this X lineage remains a mystery, some ancient astronaut theorists believe it might be connected to a lost race of people that were said to have existed throughout the world, including North America.
It's possible that this X lineage gene is related to the giants that were reported throughout the world. Starting in the mid-1800s in America, archaeologists began excavating skeletons of giants who were 7 to 8 feet tall in many cases.
In the 1800s, Smithsonian archaeologists unearthed dozens of oversized skeletons contained within the burial mounds of the ancient Adena Indian tribes.
See, my gripe with these live streaming services off your phone is that you can't adjust the exposure on the camera
An
settings.
area known to researchers
Like, you can't
of the
do any of that. I don't think.
fucked up.
Authoring researcher William
It looks faded or too bright or something. Or,
Well, if you when you turn down the exposure and you use the Diddy clips, then you get the glow, the infamous glow shot. You know what I'm saying? With the Diddy clips and non-adjusted exposure, it's just it's barely any better than no clips at all. You know what I'm saying? No lens at all. Cool, everything sounding good now. Thank you. I am going to try to see if I can something like that. You should have some new permissions, Warlord.
It's a giant. It's a gigantic. So we're saying the Smithsonian came here in 1883 and discovered a giant. That's correct. In fact, they discovered giants in many of the mounds here in Charleston. There were originally 50 burial mounds in this mountain. And I've actually got some documentation.
If I can do it for chat with you, that means I can do it to you too, John.
can we like go on a stream together too? And if you have your phone on you and my phone on me,
Possibly, I think so.
and then we get to doing what we want.
So wait a minute, this is it. Don't think who's out doing the job, excavating around, and he discovers giants. Multiple gigantic skeletons. The ones in this valley big as 7 to 8 feet tall. That is incredible. So why do we all know about this? Well, the primary denial of the discovery of gigantic human skeletons actually
I'll show Twitch the heat 2 weeks early. This thing is scheduled to be posted for another 2 weeks. So you get exclusive content if you check out my Twitch.
For years, I've been hearing stories, Native American legends about giant.
This guy's looking like he's ready to check your pockets. What you got on my 40?
You should number them as you go along, since you only have those. Number the first one, sign it, and put number 1 on it. Do it. You should almost do it as soon as you can, or start stop.
Right, but I wouldn't be able to ever put the end
number
number.
out.
I could only put what number it is. I wouldn't be like 1 out of 100 because I can make 500.
Put, this is number 1, number 2, number 3.
Right.
Then you just know how many. It makes it a collectible in a way.
Right.
People wanting to get one, and there's just a serial number. If you photograph everyone, like maybe eventually in the progression of them or something.
Oh yeah, dude. There's already a progression. I feel like the same with the monies I've been doing too. Yeah, this tube, I did like a half striped, half solid. It's slime and galaxy, and I just recently did this money with it. That's not gonna get posted till next week too. Hand formed 10 mil joint. So when you twist it up like that, it gives it like a more dramatic spiral effect. I feel like with the IRL streams too on Twitch, I'm not gonna get copy strike because like people just walk around with rigs where they just stream themselves like walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard or whatever, and there's always music playing in the background, and it's not like necessarily their fault. You know, you're not stealing the music; someone else is playing it. That's how I feel too. Warlord, if you know anybody else in the circle that has a Twitch that I should mod, get them to contact me and jump on a live sometime, or give me their Twitch handle. And just the more mods that I actually know personally in the inner circle, like I don't know, maybe Nick or that Christopher Freeman. I think they're both your homies. Okay, Big Toasty. All right. Who is that? Who's Big Toasty? Basically, there might be a time where you're at work or busy and they might not be, so I'm trying to get a good team of people who might be available when other people aren't. And I'm never expecting anybody to do anything. Like if I gotta run solo and mod solo, so be it, you know. Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, I'll mod Big Toasty. I'm pretty sure I don't have to do it on a stream. I just gotta go into my channel settings after the stream.
50% of Trump's planet may have come from outside sources.
Right now I'm working on another version of this, which I know this has already posted, so I know you've seen it. I think that there's a way that I could turn this into a recycler. Right, exactly.
Dr. Jon publishes research suggesting that humans have inexplicably experienced an accelerated evolution in recent history.
Dope, yeah, that's all I need. Yep, much love. Got the ancient aliens running in the background.
With an experiment genetically unique.
Did it just say aliens are a new species designed to replace Homo sapiens? I already know, so I do know. I am.
Like, are you a new alien species or are you a Neanderthal?
Brand new hybridized species. One of the things that I think about Neanderthals never knew
So you walk this makes this.
Right.
Is mankind the result of an extraterrestrial
expensive I need to buy some Dichro out. Maybe I got some at home. Yeah, I got a bin, that metal bin at home. That's what I gotta get. Like, fucking scrapping over here.
I often imagine what it would have been like to be some of the first dudes to go to the moon. Like, it must have been, like, kind of scary. Dude. Right.
Like, you had to be on, like, they had to probably drug you up a little bit.
Well, I mean,
You know,
the shit that
all
would be
your
running through my...
training, and then they're probably like, here's the Xanax injection.
Right. But I'd be
You have
like,
mental breakdown.
are they just telling me that they can bring me back and they don't really know for sure? They're just still trying to send me?
But you understand a lot of it too. So you look at the math, you know it's possible.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you want to double check all that.
I guess if you're an
Unless
astronaut.
you're Russian, because they sent some Russians.
That's
in there
why
to
I have that fear. It's because the Russians did that. And some
like,
dude
there's
literally...
Some footage, there's some like picked up sort of a female astronaut or cosmonaut being like, "There's a fire, help me!"
In the name
help
of
me,"
science.
You know, and like they say that she burned to death in the capsule.
And they
like,
just let it happen. And there's times where they sent people into space.
there's nothing they can do about it.
Right. Well, they just wanted to see, like, would space kill you if you were in the
Like
space
a
shuttle?
dog, yeah, or a monkey.
A monkey and
Like,
dogs, yeah, exactly.
You want to know what happens to you? Like, fuck, it's like negative 1,000 degrees. What do you think's gonna happen?
There's no pressure, so your blood just boils instantly, too.
And is by far the most survived in the United States. It takes another 30 days to get around the Earth. The rhythm is reflecting the way that the sun which causes it to do that. The reason the Earth has phase is that the Earth is the light of the sun. gravitational influences can cause the whole planets to wander around to drunken sailors. The Earth is in a much more chaotic
Right, and the radiation too, yeah. Yeah, you need to come through Springfield sometime.
to this day, many people are convinced the entire event was actually staged in a Hollywood studio. But ancient astronaut theorists suggest not only did we land on the moon, but what we found there was more incredible.
Key audiences in our hall. After the landing, there was a bit of a transition to Jeff in the greater transitions. And what happened?
Yeah, we love you too, man.
According to scientists and NASA researcher Otto Elliott, various hand radio operators were able to intercept secret communications with mission control that were not made public. The astronauts apparently talked about seeing extraterrestrial objects on the moon, including one object farther on the edge of the ring. Now, the truth is that channel was not public, but that very easily that we didn't want to encourage artificial transmission.
When I get this next sale, I'm gonna call up ABR and order one of those Dichro extract packs.
Dude, I've been wanting to do
We
that.
can sandblast some images since you're getting battery sleeping using like that.
Yeah.
So, I think it's the next step. Laser etch, then add Dichro extract into those gaps. And then sleeving it will make it just so crazy. That shit ain't cheap though. I think it's like a few $100 for just
A little
a
bitty.
couple grams
Yeah.
of each. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you get a gram of each one. It's not much at all.
After Apollo, NASA sent 6 more men to the moon, culminating with Apollo 17 in 1972.
Yeah, that was something else I was under the impression of, is that we'd only been to the moon once. and we'd had 17 different missions to the moon.
Yeah, they just always just throw you in that one scene. The only thing I can tell you about outer space is that one small step for man.
Right,
like,
exactly.
That's all I've ever known about it. And you're like, wait a minute. 17 times? What else is up there?
What are you referring to, Warlord? Yeah, and why didn't we come back?
We didn't set up a base there.
Right. Are you talking about the moon thing? Like, or the Dichro
After the
Extract?
17th mission, they were like, don't come back here, motherfucker.
Or they ran into something that was like, you're on our planet. You know what I'm saying?
It was like some, like, maybe bacteria and stuff.
Right.
They were like, dude, diseases are here.
Yeah, right. See, you didn't know that either, did you? That was something I just learned maybe like a couple of months ago. I was doing some research, and I come under the realization that we had been there like over 15 times, and I'm like, wait a second, is this some Mandela effect shit?
Yeah. Is this my universe?
So Dichroic Extract is basically what's on the sheet of Dichro minus the sheet, so it's just the Dichro
It's extracted off, yeah.
extract, and then it's also so it's like a powderized form basically.
It's like kind of glitter that you can put in glass.
Right, it's glitter, and from what I understand, it doesn't come in multiple colors because then it would just smosh into one color as a powder. So you get each individual color, like you'll get green Dichro Extract, red Dichro Extract.
Tune in next week. Right?
And
Maybe you should do just an episode of Dichro Extract.
right. Oh yeah,
Something that we'll
definitely.
look at
Yeah.
later when we get it. You should have just made one of your Twitches like a channel that's me and you just not together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, basically that's what my Twitch is gonna be anyway. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
like the upper limits one, maybe, but
The Glass Animal Collective.
alright.
See, now doing it like Frit would be weird. So you could do like an inside type thing, but I feel like the Dichro is so weird, at least with the sheets, that when you hit it with the flame, it starts to flake away and burn out.
Sensitive to the
So it's super sensitive, but I haven't played with the extract enough to say for certain. I'd assume it's the same way though.
Yeah, it probably just turned to white ash if we overheat it.
Right, yeah.
So you have to taste it.
Right. But like with those images that I've been putting in the glass, he's talking about trying to inlay the images with dichroic extract. So then it would be like an image etched in dichro, essentially.
Just perfectly in that order.
Right, he said the master at work. Damn, John.
You gotta like plan an art show that you plug every show. On this day. You know, that's like in a month. Plans an event up here, maybe not even an art show. A gathering.
The fact is that is by design.
This relationship and others have not been duplicated. Others are sizably smaller by comparison to their mother planet. Earth's cell, not only work closer than it should for its size, it is also the only moon in the solar system that has a near-perfect circular orbit.
all those ancient civilizations, most of them worship the sun, and we worship the moon.
Lunatics. That's where the word comes from.
Lunatics?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's where that word comes from?
Yeah, Luna. Luna means moon.
People that... You're crazy.
Yep. And lunacy and shit. And then that's why people are like, oh, it must be a full moon when they say people are acting crazy.
People do act crazy on the full moon.
Right, yeah.
Actually, isn't it like a full moon tonight?
I believe so. It might be either, I think so. Yeah.
The lunatics.
Yep.
Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that the perfect size and placement of the moon may not be the product of mere chance.
I've heard this before though, the moon's like put there. Could have been like a, you say you wanted to move your old civilizations, you could have like take your moon, somehow propel your moon to where they wanted to go. Now you're just flying through the universe.
On a rock still,
on
right?
a planet, like you're a meteor.
Right.
You just have to project it in the right place and boom, shoot yourself like a cannon, take the moon with us, land it in another planet's orbit.
Right.
Do the same thing.
I feel like there's more to the moon than we are being told or that we know.
To ride that thing out of here when we're not on this planet. It's a crazy thing. Getting warm over here, open the door.
It is getting warm.
Most people in their shop right now, they're all bundled up.
Right.
You did it a pretty long time though. You gotta like get yourself warmed up and just like killing the whole shop.
Was our moon totally replaced with a remote house? Perhaps further clues can be given. For example, the scientific evidence suggests that the moon is in fact hollow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I've heard it's hollow.
The surface of the moon is small, with tens of thousands of impact craters of various sizes. Scientists suggest this is due to the fact that there has never been an atmosphere on the moon, properly to what causes space debris. There are no natural universal forces like magnetic water to affect the surface. And there is no geological activity to conceal any stuff throughout the moon's history.
And that really shouldn't happen on a planetary body. There should be variation in depth. So why are the moon craters so new? It's really unusual and really not explainable in terms of conventional or established geophysics. Some of the craters on the moon are nowhere near similar to what they should look like. In fact, they are incredibly wide craters, and wherever the impact point is, they're convex, meaning they're still close to the moon. So this doesn't make any sense.
It's likely that there is something under the surface which is very resilient and which is preventing prehistory and deeper than the moon. This can only mean behind a much harder rock, which it can't be because of the mass of the moon, or alternatively a natural sphere of some kind, which is preventing more damage.
Does the uniform depth of the craters on the moon suggest
Well, NASA already verified that it was.
Yeah, they shot a missile at it and it rang like a bell.
It was when they dropped back the lander that they like.
Or that, yeah, you're right.
Something like that. It landed back down and rang like a bell. They said. They'll probably remember it because this is where I heard him anyway. So
I've heard him from
NASA,
others.
look at the
I've heard him from other sources.
Yeah.
People refer to the crash when they crash and they got and even the orchestra say rocket used to lift off the rocket and the crew separated the rocket and crashed it back into the ground right close to where they had a site we had where they were just going down there. So it's kind of a real influence on how solid was the surface. What was the next?
So some scientists are like, well, I'm not going to be able to prove that or right or wrong, and I'm going to keep on going. I don't want to. You have to base your whole life on that idea to prove it or something, you know.
And then sometimes it's not even proven until after you're dead.
Yeah, you're like, is it worth you dedicating your life to proving something like that? And then what do you do with it? Is the moon hollow? Do we drill inside of it? Is it full of like? Is it a space station?
Right.
Is it the Death Star? That was so good that they were like, bro, we could go add some mass to our planet. We go hollow out our moon. Like somebody thought that was a good idea. Go grab some moon rock. Ultimate apocalyptic bomb shelter be inside the hollow moon.
The moon.
Right?
suggestion is outlandish. However, only through their calculations and all the mathematics, they determined that their theory is correct. We're talking people in academia who may perhaps lose their position at the universities. I don't think anybody...
Oh, Bob Ross, that's cool.
Unless they were 100% convinced that their findings are true.
Oh, nice. So what, it was sent to where only if you were following me could you view the live? And you fixed that for me?
The only way you can comment, I know, if you're following.
Or is it commenting? Oh, okay, that
The
might
only
be
way
it
you
too.
can comment or chat, you have, they call it chat, not commenting, I think.
Right, no, yeah, the only way you can
You
chat.
can only follow. It wouldn't let me comment until I follow you. Ow.
Oh, well, he's just fixed that for me, so thank you. That's
Now,
awesome.
Anyway, you can.
Yeah, which I'm totally fine with. I'd prefer it that way. Maybe they...
Make people have to follow you and comment.
Only, but then it kind of, that's the thing that would piss me off. Like, what about, like, okay, what if their comment is a question that would my answer lead to them wanting to follow me instead of forcing them to follow me? You know what I mean?
Their questions, why can't I follow you?
Right.
I tried to follow you before.
Sounds a lot like my bank last night. Your card's locked until you upload documents. Go to upload documents. Oh, please verify your card. Yeah. It's like, okay, that's a fucking smart system. Big brains.
So they believe the moon was actually brought here from somewhere else.
Lots of people have talked about the idea.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so that you could help me with things like that that slips my attention. Because I'm trying different avenues, like using a computer or a encoder, or now I'm on my phone, which is like the best, weirdly enough. And each of those different ways to go live have different options for me before I set up the stream. I need to also research here real quick. Let me pause for a second on the class to see if I can add another streamer.
It would seem to be that our moon is some kind of gigantic artificial spaceship that is here to monitor our planet.
Adding another streamer to Twitch. Yes, exactly. It keeps me focused more on the content and gives a little bit more control to you. Because, you know, I know whatever you're going to do is probably for the best. Like, if someone comes in here on a bunch of crazy shit that could get my stream taken down, I need someone to catch that before I catch it sometimes. Oh, yeah, Big Toasty 66. Okay, I'll add him to a squad stream. In order to start a squad stream, find squad stream on the quick actions panel, send an invite, add channel, add the name to the squad. I can invite up to 3.
That's how you do it.
With squad up,
Squad up.
quick actions, stream manager, invite.
Catches the eye of researchers as it shows what appear to be the shadows of several pointed spires.
On November 20th, 1966, the Lunar
Whoop, whoop.
Orbiter 2 NASA's probe photographs this area on the moon that was actually in sea of tranquility only 300 kilometers away from where Apollo 11 ended up landing. And what's so bizarre is that this area has
Share another channel and offline.
It looks like what you would see
Stream.
from monoliths. There's 8 different spires, and scientists calculated the largest of these spires would be in
obelisk that is 15 stories tall. These do appear to be just like Egyptian-style obelisks. Well, what the heck are they doing on the moon? Of the multiple anomalies on the moon, I think the spires are some of the most fascinating ones because astronomers have calculated that these spires are very tall for them to be exclusively natural occurrences.
Start and watch Prime videos with the Prime viewer rated channel and send my viewers to another channel.
In kind of an
I don't want to do none of that.
for 4.5 years. There is no way anything bigger than a basketball can be standing straight up.
And OBS.
The inference is that
Add another source.
and that one of the reasons that they said
I wonder if I can open up my stream manager here.
could gain more
Do it that way, because it might be
artificial structures on
this
the moon.
stream dashboard.
Apollo 11, when the astronauts were descending to the
While we're doing that,
very strange computer alarm. The base followed to the computer alarm, and then basically nobody knew what it was. What it came out to was that the
What up?
computer itself was overwhelmed.
Jaywalker Glass, everybody.
Because Buzz Aldrin
Just sleeving some clear over some color tubing here. Add a little bit of Dichro in between.
side-looking radar and have a docking radar. So in other words, you have one pointing down, one to the side. Now, if there's nothing on the surface of the moon, if there are no artificial structures, if there are no spires sticking 10, 20 stories up in the sky, why would you turn on the side radar? There's no reason to. Aldrin did it, and I think it's because he knew, and NASA knew, that there was some danger of running into these things.
Is it possible that NASA actually has knowledge of structures on the moon? In 1960, NASA officials commissioned a report from the Brookings Institute to weigh the implications of the discovery of evidence of
I like to just
extraterrestrial life.
roll it over just about a half inch at a time, a couple millimeters. A little bit of time, you'll catch a ring of air in there if you do try to do too much.
Hidden from the public for fear of social unrest.
Since the time of the very first Apollo moon mission, researchers have pored over NASA and Russian photos of the moon, looking for structures. And they found some unusual things. People think, in fact, that if extraterrestrials are on the moon, or were, that they would have built all kinds of structures. And we're able to see some of these, even though NASA scientists don't acknowledge them as genuine. But perhaps as intriguing as the very structures seen on the surface of the moon are the numerous reports of lights and other unexplainable activity. Intermittent reflections emanating from the lunar surface have been observed for more than a century, including reports by famous astronomer Francis Bailey in 1835. And the phenomenon was also reported by the Apollo 11 crew.
The windows are all dark, and that's when you can't see a flash, a streak, and another flash. Flicker flashes. Kept seeing them. I said, you guys see anything unusual? You see any flashes? He'll say, yeah, I saw that. How do you like I didn't see anything. Any deep analysis by the crews? What the hell was it now? Because we were on our way home. Let's let somebody else look at that. These things were actually disclosed by NASA in their own transient lunar anomalies catalog.
Well, I might have to set up a squat stream before the stream began.
Showing things that should not be there.
Schedule it kind of thing.
Well, just before I hit go live, I have to invite you and you accept it and be, or I'm the feed, I guess.
Might there not only be structures
it cut in half now to make it more usable.
Visible celestial body in the night sky, but we only ever see one side, as it is in synchronous rotation with Earth. Meaning, it takes just as long to rotate around its own axis as it does to complete its orbit around our planet. Therefore, we can only observe one side, and up to 41% of the moon's surface is never seen.
The moon is in what we call synchronous rotation with the Earth. That is the effect of the gravity of the Earth and the moon means that it only shows us one side. It's one of the faces of the moon. The reason for this is because when two objects get close enough to each other, they do become separate phase lines in that manner. It means it presents the same face to the Earth the whole time.
Because of the tidal walking of the moon's rotation, it presents the same phase. And of course, this leads to speculation, because this creates a perfect place to create large installations.
Yeah, he's a mod too.
Hypothetically,
But what I'm trying to do is get it to where he can be filming on Twitch on his phone and me on my phone and then split stream so you can see both of us at the same time.
Taken to a base which is called Lunar Operations Command on the far side of the moon, and at this base is part of bases on the far side of the moon that are run by various secret space programs and extraterrestrial civilizations. The Apollo missions are taking surveillance photographs of the moon's surface, and some of the photographs have shown what appear to be structures.
Could it be that there are active bases on the far side of the moon? Not only secret military bases, but extraterrestrial bases as well. And if so, what would happen if the full truth about the moon was finally revealed?
Yeah, I'd need to do it on like an iPad or something way bigger because if I want to be able to respond to anybody, I can barely even read those little words on there.
I'm reading off my computer, not on my phone.
Yeah, I need my iPad for sure.
Perhaps the occupation of the moon is revealed to humans on Earth. It will be a shattering of our reality. And to be able to look up in the sky and see what is an extraterrestrial object in orbit around our planet. And we'll know for what it is.
There's not a single scientifically valid reason not to think that it's an extraterrestrial spacecraft brought here.
So what, you have it brought up on your laptop over there and on your phone?
Yeah.
You paired them or something? How you can just pull up your account on there? Is that how it
Yeah,
works?
basically I'm on my dashboard.
On the surface of the moon, it was publicly revealed. Might there have been evidence of colonization, or even that the moon itself is an artificial object? And could this be why we stop going back? Perhaps the upcoming moon missions, the first in over 4 decades, will finally reveal the full truth about this mysterious celestial body, and also about our extraterrestrial past.
gang. That sounds kind of.
Oh yeah. Only you.
Flavor game.
What up?
Are you going live with TJ tonight?
Yeah, this
Tonight.
it's pre-recorded, but yeah.
But you both will be in it?
No, just me.
Just you? Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tag him if he's ever going to be in it. So if you are ever going to be in it, let me know. And I'll
Yeah, I
tag
can
you.
let you know. Usually I edit on Mondays for that week's stream,
Oh,
so I
okay,
can
so
let you
it'll
know
be
a few
recorded
days
before.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe even a week or so, because I've got a few like piled up now.
Okay.
But the first like bunch of videos I did was when he was on, so I was just filming myself.
I got you. Well, cool. I've been making some videos so we can reuse them and they're story formatted too. So.
Sweet, yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you. I just haven't had a chance yet. So there's another thing that I'm doing since I know what's going to be on the stream ahead of time is I've been editing just like a 15-second clip long enough for a story and then posting like live.
Okay, well if you can share that video with me, I can put that in the story.
Right. Well, I was going to say too, since I have access, I think I have access to the business suite. Unless you would rather control when and where it happens, I could just throw them on there too if they're
Sure.
not conflicting
Well,
with you.
the thing we were running into before was like, I think on the mobile app it's a little bit easier to get it formatted how you want to video-wise. So if you can get it looking how you want,
Yeah.
I'd go for it. But my problem before was like a lot of the video editing stuff I was using, like it wouldn't let me format it to story.
Like the aspect ratio
Yeah.
and shit, yeah. I
So
have
a lot
a
of-
full unlocked version of a video editor, so I have some of those
Okay, cool.
things. But I honestly, you bring that up, I feel like it might be better if I send it to you, because then you could be like, hey, this isn't looking right.
Sure,
on
yeah,
mine,
and I
or
can
something.
use the like PNG elements, like transparent, like the live with TJ graphic I
Right.
have, and the picture of you I have a cutout of, and just stuff that I've been building up over the
Right,
months.
yeah, I really like that one with like the blobs floating
Yeah, yeah.
around everywhere.
For
The
sure.
lava
That's the one
lamp.
I posted earlier today.
Yeah.
And I'll have some other, because I've been taking, like, this time I just screen recorded it, but next time I can get better quality if you send me the video of the stream, and then I can take clips of that and put the elements on top of it, transitions and shit.
Yeah, yeah, if you want to, yeah. The file formats are kind of large, but do you have access to the shared drive?
Yeah, yeah. So-
I have a folder in the shared drive that's like pre-recorded live streams or
Okay.
something like that,
Alright.
and I always try to get it to Matt like Monday or Tuesday.
Okay,
That
well,
way
if that's where it will always be, I can.
Yep, it'll always live there.
Cool, thanks, man.
Yep, for sure. See, doing all this like beforehand instead of like scrambling, this is what I was like. I wanted to get it to this point because things like that are just more seamless, you know, to be able to like coordinate everything.
A number of records didn't come out. We don't have access to them.
Could the definitive evidence of extraterrestrial contact lie hidden within the secret KGB files that are just now
Secret KGB files.
You need a big TV in the corner so you can read the comments.
and suggest
Yeah, I guess that maybe.
Like instead of doing a green screen, we're just gonna have a giant television behind each of us to be able to.
It'd also be like our command prompt, and we could start writing scripts, and then you just like read the lines or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a TV show. It's just me. I'll try to answer the public unless I can, then I'll direct it to either one of you. I'm watching on Xbox and commenting on phone because it's easier. Yeah, that's basically how I am too. I was just streaming from my phone and then commenting from my laptop, which was right next to me.
the darkest period in the history of the Soviet Union, the Great Purges. With Cuba gone, Stalin's power grew, and he unleashed
We'll make some cooler stuff next week.
a ruthless political persecution meant to weed out dissenters.
The Twitches I might do more often because they could die after the live's over technically if I want them to, you know what I'm saying? It seems a lot less like
If
whoever's
something
gonna watch
cool
is gonna
happens to
watch.
happen,
Right, yeah.
you got it.
Which respected Russian scientists
I'm gonna have that be more organic and not as like scheduled, I guess. Just in the moment. If I see you doing something cool, even I can pull out my phone while I'm recording other video. from,
Yeah,
like,
same. I'll probably do mine.
Right.
He had incredible encyclopedic knowledge.
Dr. Ludwig was accused of being a spy for the Vatican and spent decades in one of Stalin's brutal gulag labor camps. But in 2011, 38 years after his death, An article in the Russian newspaper, Sophitia, or Top Secret, revealed the true purpose of Ludwig's work at the Vatican, and possibly also for his arrest.
The reason he was accused of being a spy for the Vatican is because in 1920s, as a young student of architecture, he visited the Vatican, where he was given access to the secret library. In that library, he found manuscripts that describe extraterrestrial civilizations and more.
Dr. Dichroic discovered a number of manuscripts suggesting that there had been historic extraterrestrial contact with ancient civilizations in Egypt, Israel, and Mesopotamia. These manuscripts that talk, for example, about the pyramids and describe them as energy machines.
When he went back to the Soviet Union, they treated him very poorly, but in fact he was perhaps the greatest out of all the early researchers into the whole concept of ancient aliens coming to our planet.
Like Dr. Ludwig, have really discovered ancient manuscripts within the Vatican that describe extraterrestrials as they are. Did the Russian government accuse him of espionage in an attempt to suppress his controversial findings? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes. He was not the only one silenced by the Soviet government for his research. When Vladimir Lenin seized power in 1917, he established the first state to seek the elimination of religion. The communist regime also actively suppressed the philosophy that had become widespread throughout Russia in the early 20th century. Cosmism.
There is a Russian tradition beginning in the late 1800s called Cosmism. Cosmos began with a philosopher named Nikolai Fyodorov in the 1870s and 1880s who inspired the fathers of rocketry who actually designed the rockets that put the first man into space. And they believed that human civilization actually had origins in outer space. And that it was our destiny as human beings to move back into space.
The Mother Russia
The craving of civilization.
Glassblowing.
So this idea was embedded in the Russian
Oh
culture.
shit, here was me drop it. Lost my spin for a second, broke my concentration.
You ever looked at a backstack while it's melting and thought, damn, you need to chill out, girl?
Where's that, Kenny?
With the success of the Soviet space program, Sputnik in 1957, simultaneously this kind of kick-started or created a new and interesting investigating alien origins.
How many colors are in that tube? It looks like
The whole,
a fat
rainbow.
stack. It's a whole rainbow, but it looks like it was done on like 75. So
It's
they
like
put
a
lot of product.
half and half, or it's like half really like heavy blue into some green. Then the other side looks like it's like orange to red to yellow, mostly orange though. So it makes it look really orange and blue, but it is fading rainbow on the edges of it. And this was just a knuckle that I pulled down a little bit to sleeve into this 32, and I'm gonna get like over half pound of tubing.
Right, and if you're
I never
paying
weigh it
attention to
afterwards, so.
Right, no. That's like some other things I can think of where you just measure with your heart.
Yeah. Feels like about a half pound.
If you were paying
About 12
attention
ounces there.
to the color before, like the opacity of the color, it's still just as thick and rich as it was before he added that extra clear to it as well.
Makes the color a little smoother to use, or the tubing a little smoother to use too, because the heavy blue side is like stiffer than the like lighter colors like the red and the yellow and the orange.
Right.
So when you add an extra layer of clear, it really helps them even out the like saturation of the two different colors. Because one's stiffer than the other, and then it's more like working just clear. The layer of color can be like thin as paper in there, and it'll still pretty bold if you use the right colors.
And if you use the right sleeves too.
Yeah. Like I pull it down. It's not like I'm re-sleeving it with like 50 or 75.
Right.
But I've seen people do that. When I took Marcel class, he did the taco technique where he flattened like a whole bunch of rods onto a 1.5 inch solid rod with the sheet of Dichro in there, and then bent it into like a half of a tube over like a metal bar that he had mounted off the side of his bench. And then he did one fire, one ice, and he put the two tacos together like that, stretched that down, then cut that in half, and then sleeved that inside a 50 mil, and they had a whole shitload of tubing.
Wow.
But it was a process. It took a long time. To where, if you need to make that much tubing all at once,
the way to
yeah,
do it.
yeah. But if you could made like, the time it took him to do it and supplies wise, I feel like you could have just done like 3 different colored
The
bags, you
variation.
know.
Yes, that's what I like.
We had a lot of the same colored tubing after that, which was really nice. It was blended really nice. I'm sure it worked really well.
Right.
But me, I prefer to make like 3 or 4 different colored tubings for variation. And even that, I'll add Dichro to some of the line tubing ones, so then I even get 2 out of each one. I need a break after this one, I'm dripping with sweat.
One of Russia's most mysterious areas is a valley just north of Kazakhstan, where in 1987, archaeologists from the University of Chelyabinsk discovered the remains of an ancient settlement, which they were able to date back to between the 17th and 20th centuries BC. Much of the original structures of this megalithic site, known as Paragon, no longer exist, but scientists have identified its original design, which includes massive circular walls similar to stoneheads. This sculpture is very similar to which I think is incredibly fascinating because it means that worldwide our ancestors witnessed other things that would explain this long-held fascination with the stars. Between the cities is a circular structure, and a really interesting surface where
Kind of fade the heat out on the knuckle part, so you can slowly get the thick part out of it. You want to use every piece of your tubing. I think we're running out of propane too.
Yeah, I forgot you said that earlier.
Lost some pressure on my flame there after you fired back up. I should be able to get this done though. I don't think it's that short. But if I was you, I wouldn't start anything big.
and served among the ruins was an ancient statue of man looking up to the sky. Adding to the mystery are the reports of strange anomalies in the region that continue to this day, which include inconsistencies, strange lights, and curious rock formations.
It's like all the scientists on the show, like 50, 100 years ago, 100 years ago, would have been like, burn him at the stake. You know, like,
Oh yeah.
they'd be like, your ideas are too crazy.
thousands of years ago. And when this before the structures found here were built with such precise astronomical alignments. Ancient astronaut
What are you doing,
said yes.
Jim? Just trying to get some propane sexy in. What's happening? Comments? Yeah, Trailer Park Boys, right?
From the Russian Baltic to the Russian south. It kind of split it into parts. Europe and Asia. People
Snap the old white liquor.
witness some strange phenomena in the air and on the ground.
Visitors to the Euro mountains have reported strange sightings of fireballs and cigar-shaped crafts. But even stranger
Propane. Gotta start that flame.
In 1991, geologists led an expedition into the mineral-rich Urals in hopes of locating gold deposits.
All right. You want to take back over here? Or
Shut it off and switch.
we're gonna fire? No, we're following you out there. Let's change the propane. Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
We're doing it. This actually looks pretty good for me.
No, I want to bleed the line.
Oh, out there?
Yeah. But I'm still unsure if we're actually running out or not. I know it's got to be close, bro. We're still on your tank.
using metals that are not commonly known. So these spirals are clear evidence that someone had a very advanced civilization right here on Earth, near our guidance.
Extraterrestrials have visited the Ural Mountains in the distant past. And if so, did they leave behind
All right, I'm going to take a break. Thank you. See you later.